Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
And now, faithful, please welcome your 2025 San Francisco 49ers.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Stafford. That's called Puka Nacua. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a first down LA.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep for the Niners, Sky Moore. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action. Now Purdy. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Takes it to about the 37.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
46-yard line.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 24 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run and try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Eddie Pinheiro
after the touchdown. Here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. No gain on the play. And it'll be second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Rams.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Purdy from the gun. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And able to get this out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Smith in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. A gain of 21.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of 4. And this is third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stafford now to throw. That is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. No. This could not be worse.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams from 6 yards away. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Point after here coming up.
For the extra point.
And that one makes it 14-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw. That's caught by Jennings. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, there's not a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. This 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Rams 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To throw is Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on 4th down to create a 1st down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing is Stafford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Stafford. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Ethan Evans on now to punt. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot him. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
87 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
49er, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing here, Purdy. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
You got this! You got it! Time to waste, let's go! Woo! We're gonna do it! Yeah, we got this! Oh.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Take that, old boys! We got this!
He got this!
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Now San Francisco are going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here's Purdy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
What's he looking at?
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Stafford. And this one complete to Smith. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Purdy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And the Rams, first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Rams, first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Adams the man in motion right. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Purdy. This is Jennings. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. That's a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Here's Smith to return it. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
62 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Williams looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Kyron Williams. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The 49ers offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
And he has put in a 4 games work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
119 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Purdy now to throw.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by McCool.
And able to get this one across the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
For a Rams 1st down. A gain of 14. And a Rams 1st down.
What are you doing?
Way to blow it.
I know, do something now.
Really, this cannot be happening.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on their offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage, completion-wise, way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Stafford now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2.
The Rams will line up for the 2.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
49ers 14.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of buying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Back to throw, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. Now able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as he'll take this down to the 44-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is born. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearson on the right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
12 more yards. That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To throw is Purdy. And it's caught. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
More yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Purdy. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Purdy to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Purdy to throw.
And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. 21. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
Why are you giving up? Come on, get it together.
Who wants my jersey? I can't believe I paid for this.